college football, man, I think the question we all need to ask here is pretty simple. Is the U back? And are USC back? We all saw a big game last week from Cam Ward as they went into went into the swamp and beat the Gators, washed the Gators. And then we also saw in the Labor Day game at Allegiant Stadium, we saw Miller Moss, which is such a quarterback, white ass name, beat the LSU Tigers, taking that out, man. I think that I don't know if I'm ready to say USC is back. I'm ready to say the U is back, and I'm actually glad I picked them as my bandwagon team 2 years ago because they actually have, I think, a good quarterback here, and I think they have a softer schedule as well. And I think it's good for football when you see the U good again. You know, they haven't been good for a long ass time. I think if they can go out there and take advantage this Saturday, I think that this puts them on a good path to be one of those 12 playoff teams out there. USC, I want to see a little bit more from them. Want to see a little more from Miller Moss. The defense, it looks better than last year. They start off a little rough, made some adjustments in the second half, really played better down the stretch. I still got to see a little bit more from them before I say that they're 100% back, but I'm really interested to see both of those teams play. Mikey, do you think that any of these iconic teams are back, or maybe we just putting too much dip on our chip after 1 week?
No, I think out of all the teams that are back, the U's back. I mean, they have a cakewalk of a schedule. I'm gonna read it to you real quick. Florida A&M, Ball State, South Florida, Virginia Tech, Cal, Louisville, Florida State, Duke, Georgia Tech, which is looking like probably their toughest game, Wake Forest and Syracuse. The ACC is an automatic conference bid. They should probably go undefeated and not lose. They should win their conference, and they should be penciled in as one of the playoff teams. USC is a little bit tougher. You got ranked Penn State coming up. You got Washington. You got Nebraska. You still got Notre Dame. So, you got that Big Ten schedule, plus you throw in Notre Dame there. We'll see more on them, but I think the U is definitely back, man.
Bang. Is the U back? Is USC back? Is any one of these iconic teams back?
Cam Ward is a Heisman Trophy candidate. They've been needing a quarterback for quite some time to hold them down. I think for at least this year, the U is back. USC, it remains to be seen because they're in the Big Ten. This ain't going to be no cakewalk at all. So I'm more likely to say that the U is back than USC.
Dante, what's your thoughts?
They both back. I think USC is going to be a surprise to a lot of teams in the Big Ten. I think they're going to play really well this season. They're going to compete for – how many bids does the Big Ten get? Is it just one? One automatic?
Yeah, it's just one automatic. But you figure they'll get at least, if you're just going off teams real quick, we're probably looking at Georgia, Bama, Ohio State, Miami from the ACC. I'm missing somebody else. Like you Notre Dame, they're scheduled. So you're looking at like 6 automatic of those teams. The Big Ten is going to get 2 in at minimum. And the SEC will get 2, probably, 3 in.
Yeah, no, and I agree with everything you said about the U. That schedule combined with everything they got going on, I think Cam is dope. He's great for that school and everything that he used to be. I think we look at the old blue bloods and we always want them to come back. But I think if there's one that has an opportunity to come back faster than another, there's always going to be Miami because of the legacy and the amount of NFL players you have that can come vouch for that school and get people in the building. So I think they both back, and I think that's good for college football because, with NIL and the way everything else is set up, you're going to need something. And I think bringing back some of these old names that used to, really, really dominate is great for college football. And another reason I think USC is back is because they finally did right by my nigga Reggie Bush. So yeah, I think that helps out a lot, and I think that plays well with recruits. And I think you're going to see, them in the Big Ten really start to compete for the Big Ten. It won't just be something where they're the West Coast team that comes over to play. Like, I think USC will be a contender in the Big Ten.
And shout out to both Reggie Bush and Caleb Williams. Both will be getting their jerseys retired.
So cool. Triple double hat trick, I know the code too. Ice trade, go for trade. Yeah, we cold too. Getting paper on these player haters, old news. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line. on the other line. So I'm not